Hello, everybody, and welcome to my first episode of Galactic Grif, where I will be taking you through some pretty awesome, futuristic, faster than light experiences. And I don't currently have a game to continue on, but I have actually been playing this for quite a while. As you can see, I got quite a lot of the ships. I haven't gotten the last one yet. I know how to get it, but I haven't gotten it yet. And for those of you who don't know the game, it is basically an RPG game where you have your spaceship. You start with this one as the only ship. Just this Kestrel cruiser. It's just for a note. It's almost 2 in the morning right now when I'm making this, but I'll try and keep up as good as I can, and hopefully you will enjoy watching. But as I was about to say, you will start out the game first time opening up only with the Kestrel Cruiser, which, as you can see, is a class ship decommissioned from the Federation service years ago, so it's not going to be a very good ship, but you do start out with a burst laser. I will get a lot more into the weaponry through my gameplay, but basically, burst laser and missile launcher for start is actually pretty good. But I will be going through some of the ships later on as well. I will start out with this Mantis cruiser, which I unlocked later on, and I actually to get the second version of the ships here, you can choose between two different versions of the ship, different weapons and stats as you can see down here. You have to complete some achievements here. So what I did was, before I reached sector 6, I killed 20 crew members of enemy ships. The good thing about the different cruisers are you can really change your style of play depending on what you're flying in. As for stars here, it's a pretty basic ship. You can do a lot of different stuff in it. It doesn't have any extraordinary skills to begin with. I mean, you have the missile launcher, but a lot of ships has a missile launcher, especially the rock cruiser here, which, as you can see, has two missile launchers, one there and one here. The Hull missile and the Artemis missile. Where again, I'm gonna talk a lot more about the weapons as we play through and find weapons, but I don't want to go through everything right now. There is also the Federation Cruiser. I think you get this one from completing the game the first time. Which actually has this one here, the artillery beam. It's in that room there. Which charges up at 50 seconds cooldown at first, but penetrates all shields and just cuts straight through the ship and damages a lot. It takes quite a lot to actually get it powered and up and running, but it can be really powerful once you do it. Sultan ships, such as this one here, I'm gonna fight those along the road. They have the very annoying thing called a Sultan shield down here in augmentations. All ships can have 3 different augmentations. Some of them that don't have anything, and others, such as the Mentor ship, have pheromones increasing your movement speed. But the really annoying thing with all the Sultan ships, or energy bombers, as they're called when you're flying around the galaxy, is the Sultan shield. It's basically an extra layer of shield you're gonna get, and nothing can get through that shield. People can't beam aboard your ship, which is the strategy I'm gonna go for with this, with a 4 crew teleporter. You can't get aboard the enemy ship. You can't hit the enemy ship. You can't fire fucking missiles. You can't blast them with laser. You can't get through until you shut down that shield. Everything hits the shield first. It is really annoying fighting, especially when you're having something like the boarding drone. I'm gonna show you how this works when we start in a minute. But back to the RPG thing about the game. Basically, you have these different crew guys. You can change the look of this because it's a Mantis, obviously, because you rename it. I'm gonna call it this one. Grif. It's gonna be a pilot, of course. Yep, there you go. And and then I can Swampson. It's actually a pretty good name. Just gonna call him Swamp instead. Yeah, cool pirate name, Swamp. So, different stats of the ship. Shields, engine, oxygen. You're gonna need oxygen in space, of course. Weapon, drones for controlling drones. Medical things, piloting, sensors, doors, and teleporters. It's all in the ship here, and during combat, people hitting your ship can actually disable your things by hitting the different rooms, which I think is a really, really cool feature for this game. Also gonna rename the ship. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a real classic here, just because, I can. I like Star Trek, so space games are just me. Um, so I'm gonna show you what the game is like now. Here, as you can see, RPG elements. The data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each section before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before pursuing Rebel fleet can catch up. Tip: hidden choices. When you see a blue color in an event, it's a special option made available by your current equipment or crew. So as you can see, I can control my characters around here. It's pretty cool. Yeah, first guy, Grif, is gonna be standing at the piloting. Gonna set this guy to that room there. Actually, to begin with, I'm gonna want him on the shields. So basically, as you can see, so let's go through. First, I'm gonna go through the HUD now, so you know what's going on. This up here, the hole, is my health bar. Basically, 100% down to 0. Yeah, so it says right there, current hull integrity. If it drops to 0, the ship is destroyed, just breaking apart, blowing up, and I'm dead. This salvage counts as a money, credits, whatever. I don't know why they use, or scrap. I don't know why they use that as a money thing, but I guess that's just because it makes it a lot easier to get things. Ammunition or missiles. I only need the ammunition for missile weapons and well, lasers. I can just keep firing them as long as they're recharged by power. Drone parts. For every single time I activate a drone from down here, it's going to require power, which I have a limitation of here, and a drone part. So if I should fire off a boarding drone, for example, it would be fired off from like the front here, like over to the enemy ship somewhere over here, and I would lose a drone part. Should the drone be destroyed, I will have to launch a new one, cost me another drone part, and whenever the ship is destroyed or whatever, I still lose a drone part. Same as a defense drone, I can like make it orbit around my shield, or my my ship, taking down enemy missiles and asteroids, as it says. Pretty cool. Gonna use that when I fire up a bit more. Over here, down the left corner, is my energy bar, basically showing how much energy I have on all, and then I can turn off my systems, like giving power over here. Subsystems like piloting, sensors, and doors. Yeah, you can actually use doors. It's actually quite amazing. I can show you how that works later on. You can actually put out fires on your ship. Yep, your ship can catch fire. So right now, I can't jump anywhere because my engine's not working. So I'm just gonna have to power that one up again. Now I can jump. So piloting an engine is really, really important to have to work. Shields as well. That's up here underneath the shield bar. You can see how many layers of shield you have. You can have up to 4 layers of shields. Each layer of shields is gonna keep out 1 damage from beam weaponry or 1 laser shot. Missiles go straight through your shields, except the salts and shields. That's why they're so goddamn annoying. There's no way of getting through. Down here is my chance of evade and oxygen layer, and that is my evade is the combination of how good my engines are and how experienced my pilot is and how manned my engine is. Engine rooms are there. So if I have somebody manning the engine and the engine's quite high up down here and powered, it's going to increase my ship speed, and with a good amount of speed and a good pilot, I can actually avoid quite a lot of things, which is really going to help me in the last fight. Medical bay, teleporter room. Well, I guess you know what the medical bay does. It heals my crew in case they're damaged. Because yes, I'm going to board the enemy crew. And I'm going to kill them. And I'm going to take their ship. And I'm going to strip it for parts. So that's the how that works. Down here, in the middle thing, is my weapons. And normally I would have some weapons down here, but I don't have any weapons on the ship because it's a Mantis cruiser. And background information on the Mantis, which is going to explain why I don't have any weapons. The pirates. They are the most precise definition of a space pirate. They literally pop out of nowhere and they start boarding your ship, killing your crew, finishing off like that, and then they take your empty ship and start plundering it. So of course, playing a Mantis race would lead to just about the same thing. Anyways, I can see my frame rate is going pretty crazy right now. It's been doing that for the last minute. Seems to be pretty stable now. Yeah. No? What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, already starting the pirate things. Yep, now it'll stop that dropping down again. That's really weird. I have to bring it up again. So, let's take a look at the menu. So here you can see the different upgrade things I have. Basically, different systems. Again, shields, engine, oxygen, weapons, drone, health, or medbay, teleporter, my general power supply, my reactor. I need, every single time I upgrade one of these up here, I'm gonna need one power to actually power up the system. So, say I should power up the engine one more. You'll also see what it gives of different stats out to the right. So you can actually, you know how expensive it is and how much you're gonna give. What I really can what was I about to say? Yeah. What I can really recommend getting is early on get at least 2 shield bars, not 3. If you can get 3 and actually power it up, it's gonna help you a lot through the game. Because right now, the first 2 sectors maybe, I'm gonna meet a lot of a lot of ships who don't have much firepower, so if they can't get through my shields, I'm just gonna, well, screw them over and wait for them to die horribly. So first off, because I know I'm a pirate, I'm gonna get the sensors. Level 2, which means that I can see what's going on in the enemy ship. That's gonna help me a lot. So let's take it out for a run. This is the beacon map, where every single place here is a beacon in the galaxy I can fly to. But as you can see, there's limited distance from how long I can actually fly. And then there's my exit over here. The purple blurry spots here are space nebulas, which is gonna break my sensors and possibly contain an electric storm, which is gonna cut my power in half, which really sucks ass. Really does. Imagining losing half your power. Half your systems are not gonna work. And those who actually work, you're gonna reconsider where you're gonna need your power. So I actually been having a few fights without oxygen running through my ship because I needed the power elsewhere, basically. So through the game, you're gonna find different situations of distress, like this one. So let's fly down. Actually, I'm just gonna fly to this normal beacon. It's just gonna say unvisited location. So you take your ship, you fly away. You lose 1 fuel. Arrive at the sector, and then an event's gonna pop up. Scanners indicate that a battle is taking place nearby. It seems that someone is under attack by space pirates. And then you get the choice of, well, aiding or staying out. And I, fresh off the start, piracy, wanna go, well, why the hell not aid them? I might get something out of it. Which is gonna start a fight. You power up your weapons and engage the pirate ship. So first off, when I start a fight, it's really quickly to fast analyze the enemy ship. Say, what do they have? They don't have much health. They only have 1 shield. So that's going to be really easy getting through. But I don't have that shield. I'm not going to care about the shield because I don't have any weapons to actually fire at them right now. So they're going to have a really nasty surprise when it comes to fighting me. Also, I can see they have a drone control room, which could mean they have either a boarding drone or an anti-boarding drone. I'm gonna suppose the last one, that when I fire my boarding drone on, they're gonna start fighting it from in there. And then they have a laser weaponry. And I think it's a burst laser, which means it's gonna fire off 2 shots. And exactly because I have 2 shields, it's not gonna hurt me at all. So let's see what's gonna go on. Oh, there's they have a defense thing, so my missiles wouldn't be working anyway. So I'm gonna first off, I'm just gonna click the drone here. Gonna fly off. And it's gonna hit their oh, crap. Oh, that's right. It shoots down enemy drones as well. Forgot. Gonna have to click it off really fast. So as soon as she gets shot down, I fire off the next one. and it didn't hit it. So there it goes. Boom, hits the ship. Now it's inside. Makes a big hole, and the oxygen's gonna fly out of that place now. Meanwhile, I click space to pause the game. Now that my drone is in there fighting, I'm gonna take my 2 crew members, and I'm gonna make them move to the teleporting room. Well aware that their laser is not gonna hit me, because I have 2 shields. And actually, it's only firing 1, so I'm completely safe here. It's not gonna happen anything here. Then I click my teleport, and let's see, a good place to go would be there. Well, right there, in the drone room. So I can shut that one down, so I can safely fire off my boarding drones. I already lost 3 drone parts and just getting 1 in there. I don't want to lose anymore. So my crew arrives over here, and immediately they're going to respond to it. My menses don't have that much health, but they're excellent fighters. They have increased attack damage, where this other guy here to the right is a rock member who has increased health. His name is apparently Notch. As you can see here, my other mantis is beating up the human. The human's pretty basic. He has pretty basic stats. No specials, no bad things. Mantis are pretty bad at repairing things. Because they're mantis, they don't really have hands, so they can't really repair. So there you go, I'm just killing their crew. Crew's dead. No more life signs to take down a pirate ship. You hasten to contact the civilian ship. So this is what I plundered from the pirate ship. Contact the civilian. It seems the crew did not survive the assault. You take what you can from the remains of the ship. Well, that's sad, I guess. But hey, I got it. So, quick point here. This what happened here is they have a breach here. It's direct air hole right into space. So all the oxygen in this room is gone. So before you can actually start using this room again, you're gonna have to fix that thing up by sending in crew members who, if they remain there for too long, are gonna die a horrible, slow death. And my crew's back. I'm gonna send them up in the medbay. So you really wanna watch things like that. So that was actually the first fight, and that went quite well. It's sad they had a defense drone that early. So now I got 45 scrap and can upgrade something else. Well, I would say I could upgrade the engines, but it's not really gonna work. Since I don't have a pilot in the ship 90% of the time. I'm lacking 5 more to get the oxygen level working. Sometimes it can also be worth it just to upgrade my shields for once. Just upgrading 1 level. You need 2 levels and 2 energy to get up 1 level of shield, because your shields are pretty valuable, so you need more energy in them to actually make it work. That's also why you see it separated in here by 2 and 2, because every second power level here is going to increase your shields with 1, just to make sure it's not too overpowered or overused at any point. So he's ready. Bang on the bridge. So I think I'm actually going to go with the upgrade in the medbay. As you can see, it's not powered yet, so it's not doing anything else. Partially powered. Let's see where we can jump now. Let's go for that distress thing we saw before. There can be some really funny thing in these distress things here. Yep, my frame rate's dropping again. For whatever reason. I'm gonna check my computer tomorrow, don't worry. Or later today, that would be. There you have it. That blue thing there is because I have the boarding drone. And this is one of the funny ones. You find a number of ships fleeing from a small space station. You hail them asking what's wrong. Help! We're being overrun by some sort of giant alien spiders. And I've had to learn from this the hard way. Because my good-hearted little personality here thought, well, giant alien spiders are no joke. They definitely aren't. These fuckers are really, really, really sneaky, and they're definitely gonna screw you over, especially if you're stupid enough to send them a free lunch packet. I did that. I once, and twice, and thrice, and even 4 times in a row, send in my crew members to help. Most of the time, according to my experiences, my crew is gonna die in there. At least one of them is going down. Because these spiders are pretty big and pretty lethal. But I have my boarding drone, and I can just offer drone part for it to launch that one in. You launch the drone, and it crashes through the hull. Oops. Leaving a huge breach. You watch as the drone tears through the creatures while debris and dead bodies fly out of the breach. The owners of the station are less effusive when they thank you and offer you a meager payment. It's a good time to leave. There are different ways of dealing with the spiders. I have found a few of them, but I'm not gonna share them because I'd highly recommend getting this game yourself. It is really, really, really fun and really addicting, and really, really good replayability for it. Honestly, so I actually got an extra drone part because apparently I didn't lose anything from firing in my drone. God knows why. So let's fly off to the next one. See what's gonna happen. Who wanna play with me now? That is a slug interceptor. They are really, really good fighting. Especially because that exact ship right there has major malfunction in their design. I can say this because I've fought them before a few times, and I've done this trick on them quite a lot. If you have missiles, or laser weaponry, or whatever, this side of the ship has the oxygen room in it. And I kid you not, it is so stupidly designed that there's no way for the crew to access this room. There's no doors. There's no way unless they have a teleporter to get in there. And they don't have it on this kind of ship. Basically, if you fire anything in this room here, you cut their oxygen supplies. The ship is slowly gonna get drained for oxygen. They're gonna choke to death in there, leaving an empty, almost intact. Depends on how you do it. You can do like I did and just pour it in there, kill it, then teleport out. Minimal damage. They're not gonna be able to do anything about it. Can't fix it. You're gonna die. It's really, really good strategy. Works every time. So I'm gonna be a good guy here and say I have 17 fuel I can spare to him. There you go. Has the fuel, and they gave me a firebomb. It's the first weapon. As you can see, requires two bloody power to work. But it's really good once you get to work, especially if you, like me, want to kill the crew rather than destroying the ship. You get more for killing the crew. It's harder to kill the crew than to destroy the ship. Which is also why it's really, really hard to play one of these Mensa ship because you don't have any weapons. So if you run out of boarding drones and you're gonna have to send in your crew and you're outnumbered, or they have an anti-boarding drone, which is gonna drive around their ship and kill your crew, well, you're pretty screwed. I should probably upgrade my teleporter to make a shorter cooldown on it, because there's nothing worse than teleporting you guys in, see them get murdered, and just sit there and wait for your teleporter to be ready, and you barely manage to pull them out alive. You're like, ugh. It's much better knowing that they can go in there, no matter what happens, you can pull them out in safe time. So, you find the source of the distress call, a small research station. It appears a small laboratory fire got out of control and is threatening to destroy the station. The fire suppression system is not responding. I'm really sorry to say, but that seems to be sabotage. But let's try and rescue some survivors. This can go both ways, both good and wrong, so we'll see. You pull alongside the station, cut through their hull. You're able to rescue a few survivors, but many more are lost. One of the survivors offers to join your crew, and you're offload the rest on a nearby station. Scrap 12. And I got a new crew member, Jones, who is an NG, which, as far as I've understood it, I might be wrong, but as far as I got it, he is a partial machine, partial biological thing. I'm not really sure what they are. Whenever they speak, it's a bit weird to understand, but they're really cool. They're really into all these drone things, and they repair really fast. And they're pretty good at technological things. I would prefer getting a Sultan, but that's actually really good. Anything that gets damage in my ship, I can just send this guy and he repairs it at double rate. And these guys repairs it at like half the rate. It takes 4 of these to repair what he can do alone. So this is really a valuable crew member. You really want to keep those. I'm actually gonna upgrade the doors. If you have them level 1, everyone can pass through freely. Fires are gonna spread really easy. Blast doors means that intruders can't go through. They have to destroy. They have to break open your doors before going through, and then the doors will close behind them and have to break them again. So you can really control their movement by doing so. Fires are also going to have a harder time spreading. Once you get it to 3, usually the fires are just going to contained in that one room. It's going to die out because it's going to eat the oxygen in the room, and then it's going to go out by itself. So, or you can, in case you have a fire in this room down here, you can open your doors here, and it's going to start sucking the oxygen out of the ship really, really fast. And you can close again when you're done. And the oxygen level up here is slowly going to raise up again. So now it's more dangerous to go in there. Something like that. Oh, store. I could sell the firebomb. I'm just going to show you how the store works. I'm actually... I'm far over time, but I'm having so much fun. Actually, not yet, but once I kind of like start... I'm going to use this... Well, this episode has been explaining the basics. And now that I've been explaining the basics, it's going to be easy getting on in the next episode. You find yourself surrounded by a group of mysterious alien vessels. They hail you and apparently have some valuable technology for sale. That's the one I got. Firebomb. Cloaking. Yes, you can buy different things, different systems for a ship, depending on what you have. You can buy the crew teleporter, and sometimes, on some ships, you have to buy your sensors. And in here you can see your crew setup. Some ships can have 4 weapons. Because I have the Mantis ship, I can have 3. Some can even have more drones. I can only have 2. It really depends on what ship you have, and it basically, through personal experiences, depends on what you like to play, what you like to do with your ships. Depends on what ship you're gonna fly. I like this ship because I like the whole boarding drone, plundering the enemy ship things. The firebomb is actually one of the best weapons I could have asked for. It actually takes a missile to... yeah, there. It says on the right side, requires missile. Requires a missile to fire it. I guess it's because missiles is just some kind of currency for explosive things. But there's different kind of bombs. Fire bombs, EMP bombs, small bombs, big bombs. Heal bombs? I don't know if I already mentioned that. Different kind of bombs, basically. There's also Iron Blast, which is just like EMP. Things gonna shut down electrical systems, either shield or whatever route they hit. Not gonna destroy it, just gonna shut it down. Fuel, missiles, and drone parts. And no, it's not. You're not gonna get 3 drone parts for 8 scrap. You get 1 out of the 3 for 8. So I could pay 24 to get all 3. I have 14. Same here. I'm at max health because they didn't penetrate anything. So I can just get a bit more fuel here. As you can see, I'm getting a bit, and they're taking their scrap for it. So I'm gonna jump on. See what I find in the sector. Yes. You see a civilian space station with heavy damage. You receive a message. We've been hit hard by the war. We need more drone parts to speed up our repairs. We'll buy some for you if you have them extra. Sometimes. Many ships don't have drone stations as a basic, and you're gonna have to buy the drones. Or find them. And then you're gonna have to buy the drone system for your ship. You're gonna have to start upgrading it from scratch. That can take a lot of time and be a real pain in the ass. So sometimes it's just not worth having the drone parts. So places like this are gonna give you some crazy deals for your drone parts. I mean, 12 drone parts, 48 scrap. If you don't use the drone parts, these 48 scraps are gonna be the best 48 scraps you're ever gonna get. But I'm gonna need my drone parts, so I'm just gonna ignore it and fly on. I'm gonna show you how nebulous. Yeah, I'm not really that into it. I don't like nebulous, to be honest. But oh, we're probably gonna get past one anyway. I hate nebulous. Oh, this ship design here is an automated ship. There's no pilots in it. There's no crew. There's no oxygen. This class is an auto scout. This is actually okay. It might have stealth, and it does have a missile launcher over there, I can see. And an ion weapon. But it's scout, so it has doors in it. The auto assault ship don't have doors. Boarding drones, don't work on them. It's only gonna break one room. You're gonna risk it's gonna end up in a room with no system and it can't do any damage. So I'm gonna attack it. So, there. Pause. If this was an auto assault ship, that door, this door, that door wouldn't be here. So my drone could land in this room here, just do nothing, just stand in there, go like, I don't want to see that. Would be really, really bad. But now since there's doors, doesn't matter where he is. Click him off. Losing one drone part. Gonna unpause it. Goes off. And there he is. See, this is exactly the point. If there's been no doors here, he wouldn't have been able to go in here. And he's automatically gonna start searching around for the nearest system and rig it up. There you go. The first thing here is the iron thing. Hits my shield. Shield's gone. Over here you can see it dealt 1 damage, 1 iron damage. So this one here is gonna cool down. Once that one's cooled down, it's back. I can start using it again. And it's basically how it is whatever that thing hits. The missile though, as you saw right there, went right through the shields and hit this room. I'm lucky it hit nothing, so it did no damage. It only did 1 damage, so it's an Artemis missile as far as I know. So it's only gonna, well, if it hit my sensors once, it would just bring it down 1 bar over here, which would be red and require repairs. So I couldn't see his insides, only my own. We're probably gonna get to that part once you fire off the next missile. Yep, there it goes. So let's see where it goes. That did exactly what I'd hoped for. I hadn't hoped for it, but that hit my engine room, which means my engines are out, or engines are critical, so I can't fire them. And right now I'm wrecking his weapon depots over here. It's dead now. So his missiles are down, his iron cannon down. He can't do anything. He can't fire anymore until it's repaired. But because there's no crew, there's nobody to repair it. So it's a really, really slow repair. It does repair itself because it's an automated ship, but it's really, really slow. You can even buy an augmentation for your shield that allows it to automatically repair these kind of damages. But for now, I'm gonna have to have my engine crew go in there and start fixing up. As you can see down there, the yellow bar is him fixing it. And fully operational. There you can see he's starting to fix it up again here. My drone is of course gonna destroy that room, then it's gonna go right up there to destroy that again. Not that he's bothered. I mean, jeez. And normally breaking up their systems should allow you to should give you a free chance of firing a bit more at them. But because I don't have any weapons, I can't really fire anything at them. So I'm just gonna rely on my boarding drone to do it. So I'm happy that it's actually an automatic repair ship, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to kill it. There he goes. It's dead. You salvage what you can from the broken ship. 23 scrap. The station storage site for military grade weapons. You find one that can easily be attached to the ship. Fire beam. Seems everyone wants me to use fire. I guess I'm gonna have to use fire. Yes. Stupid thing about the ship. It cost me 60 scrap first time. The next one's gonna cost me 25, 35, and 50 to upgrade. It's because I'm simply getting punished for having this ship. It's same with the shield. The first shield, when you go from 1 level of power to 2, it's gonna cost you 100 scrap. Simply because it's gonna punish you for not having a shield to begin with. Because then you have something else instead. They're gonna hate you and they're gonna punish you for it. Because that's how it is. It's a cruel game. It's gonna go, don't do this. It's OP if we gave you everything, so you're gonna pay for it. The long-range beacon is almost hidden within a nebula. When the FTL drives to charge, you can jump to the next sector. That means there's nothing here. Next sector. You can see down here. I was actually in civilian sector. It's pretty nice. So this is the map the whole game is about. Civilian sectors, hostile sectors, and nebulas. It seems like we actually have a pretty easy run. I can go civilian. Okay, can't one hostile, but otherwise I can go civilian sector all the way. The purple ones, I always try to avoid them. They are a pain in the A. Mantis control sector. That's the pirate things. There's a big risk I'm gonna run into pirates. Sultan control sectors. They're usually peaceful people. They can really be mean, but they're usually peaceful. They're quite an interesting race, actually. There, you've entered Sultan territories. This species is not renowned for giving anything for nothing, but you can always be assured a fair hearing. They're a bit religious, really nice people. Also, they're green and they glow. You received some mission. Sorry, sir, it's nothing personal, but we are under orders. The rebel ship's weapons go hot. Rebel rigger. Let's see, heavy laser and beam weapon. He's not gonna go through. And he has that anti-boarding drone. God damn it! Gonna fire off my own first. Gonna get my crewmates on board, and it of course hit that place up there. God damn it! All the bad places it could have hit. So right now I'm not sure what the best idea is. I could go up here and kill their pilot, which screwed them over pretty bad. Especially because whenever I kill that drone, they're just gonna build it up again. So it's gonna be an ongoing fight in there about who's gonna win it. But if I kill off the rest of the crew, that could actually work out. So I'm gonna pour it in here. Yep, there you go. Drones off to try and kill my crew instead. So I'm basically gonna kill off that one there. There. Pilot's dead. They're responding by sending a new guy. But that 2 seconds I got alone was enough to give Swamp the health advantage over the drone. So he's gonna win this fight now. While this guy here obviously is not gonna be a match. My guy has a lot more health than he has. So he's gonna, well, die. Giving off some warning sounds about, hey, your crew's about to die. So I'm gonna pull out that guy now. Make him. Yeah, I'm just gonna pull him out now. Bloop, instantly out. Then into here. Now I'm gonna do a really smart trick. Since my boarding drone is not active, because there's no reason to have it active while that thing is driving around killing it anyway. It's just a mere distraction of the other crew members. I can use that power I have in spare to power up the med bay, which is gonna speed up the healing a lot more. Giving my guys a lot faster regen time and boop, back in action. Then turn off the power, fire off the boarding drone again. Again, simply because they only have 2 guys left. They can't be everywhere at once. Either they're gonna have to fight the boarding drone, or they're gonna fight me. And he hits the shield room. That is amazingly perfect. Because when these guys are gonna beam in, I can beam in here. So it's gonna be 3 against 2. There you go. This one here, because he has nobody to fight, he's just gonna randomly shoot at one of them. Gonna keep helping both of them. Giving both of them quite a huge advantage. Now that the ship has been emptied of hostile, you search it. Eventually, you find a prisoner who offers to join your crew. That's really awesome. Plus 32 scrap. And I get another one. I get another mantis. This is awesome. It's like 3 of them right now. That's amazing. Let's see. What you see here to the left, or right, left, right, the other left, the right side here is the different crew skills. Basically, each crew member can get trained up in whatever they're doing, like piloting the ship to get better at it, powering up the engines, they get better, powering up your shields, they get better at it, faster recharging, weapons, faster recharging as well. It really pays off to have people stationed around your ship. Sometimes, if you have no shields up and you see a bullet going in, you're like, oh nope, because you have a guy here. Just managed to pull up like those 10% faster. Just gonna take that head that could have hit your ship. It's a real life to have him. So right now I'm gonna send that guy back on that one there, so I can charge my FTL even though I'm fighting on the other ship. So these 2 are just gonna be the new pirates. If I have anyone else, they're gonna go piracy as well. But right now I'm just gonna have those 2 at the boarding drone. I usually go with 2 guys, even though I have a 4-man teleporter to begin with. That's a really rare sight. Usually you only have like a little 2 guy teleporter. But the good thing about going with 2 guys is that you can teleport them in the small corridors. You can choose how many you want to fight. Where if you teleport in 4 guys, you're gonna have to pick the big rooms. You're gonna have to pick this part of my ship, for example, if you want 4 guys. You could choose this one, but then it's just gonna be 2 of them landing in here, and the other 2 are gonna land either here or here, depending on how lucky you are. So as I said before, it's about picking your fights. It's about really outmaneuvering the enemy when you're fighting them. These guys here are human killers. No human can stand against these 2. So where was I going for? Oh, now this is where it gets interesting. Now I can see how much energy my enemy is shooting here. I can see how much health their system has. 1 shot from a laser, 1 damage from a laser or a missile is going to damage 1 bar. So theoretically, if a missile were to go through and hit his shields with 1 damage, it would only cut 1 bar. So it still has his 2 bars down here. The shields will still be working perfectly fine, which is really nice for me to know. So I know when I fire off my missile, I shouldn't fire my laser right away because it's not gonna hit it. Ta-da! Really good information to know. As well as if I made a firebomb in there and tried to burn it out, it would take more than 1 bomb before my fire beam can go through. Because beam weapons don't penetrate shields. 1 damage goes, well, one shield can hold off 1 damage. So if you have a beam but damages 2 damage, you can go through 1 shield and still hit for 1 damage under your 2 damage. But you're gonna need to take down the shields to do full damage. But it's a start. So I'm gonna take this sector done, then I'm gonna go to bed. I've almost been recording an hour already. Jesus Christ. The rebels should hail you. Federation scum. We've been waiting a long time for this. Bet you have. Oh no, another one of those. Good thing is he only has a repair drone. That thing can do nothing in battle. So since it's stationed right there, it's gonna block him off. That thing there is gonna block a spot, so we can only take 1 guy in a fight at a time. There you go. Been murdering that drone there. And he actually chooses to reinstate it immediately. It's gonna get pushed out here. As you can see, my guy's murdering them. Making ground beef out of them. That guy's gonna go up there, and well, right now he's just using that one as gun fodder to keep it off. Hopefully I can actually win this. Oh, I'm gonna pull him out now. 1 health left. Lucky me, he didn't die. That was a bit of a bet. But he only has... let's see how much he has. He has about... Can I see that? Come on. Show me! Okay, never mind. Jeez. I don't actually need both of them to kill him, but might as well be nice. Gotta go back there, and as you can see, reloading, and off again to his ship. Hello! There you go. 1 fuel, 1 drone part, 36 scrap. It's quite a lot. I get quite a lot of scrap from pillaging their ships. It's really, really cool. Again, I'm gonna have to wait so I can get that one up. Once I accidentally jumped while my crew were on board their ship. It's a really, really bad mistake. Your crew is not gonna get automatically teleported back. You have responsibility of getting them from their ship to your own. It's a horrible mistake to miss that one there. Really, really is. Amen's crew here hungered down in abandonment of the long-dead space whale. The only way, presumably, for them to operate the black market trade without detection. Worth a look. This is usually a place where you can buy, well, the buy beam. That's good. There, it hits for 1. Can cut across entire ship. Yeah, there you go. Can cut it across entire ships, assuming there's no shield to stop it. It's a long beam. It damages quite a long row, which is tons of damage if there's no ship. No ship, blah. No shield. There it goes. Note: beam damage is reduced by 1 for each every shield it passes through, which allows for partial shield piercing, depending on how strong your laser is. Pike beam just isn't worth it. So I'm gonna be a bit of an ass here in selling that one there. Basically, it has a 20 seconds recharge, and this only have 15 seconds. It doesn't require weaponry, but I'm not gonna use the fireball too much, so I can do it finally with this. I'm gonna upgrade that one there and throw in another power, and there it is. Pops out nicely. So to make sure I'm back again. I'm sorry about that. Everything just crashed there for a second, but it should be running finally again. So here we are. As I just said, I have just fired up the firebomb on sale of my fire beam. I think it was a pretty good trade. So I'm gonna quickly make a run for it out of this sector, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Inside the nebula, you take a rogue planet drifting through space. On its surface, a huge monolith visible on the distance, even to the naked eye. A Sultan Elder hails you from the planet. Through Locker Intent, you have discovered the Great Eye. Look into its depths and receive your just desert. Or desert. I don't even know. Pulls your closer. I hope it's a dessert. That's a pretty good thing. Pull this your closer. As you approach, the kaleidoscope of your colors fills the view screen, and one of your crews begins to age rapidly in reverse, eventually disappearing into nothingness. Let's hope they've transcended physical existence, and not just been forced out of it. Well, crap. Where's that good? Balls. With my third crew member. Crap. That's one of the things about this game. You can get screwed over really, really easily. So, more on that in the next episode. Yes, I just predicted I will be screwed over in the next episode. Yay! Oh, there's actually something else. Okay, one last fight and I'm off. No, I don't even have a chance to show off the firebomb yet. Because as you can see, there's no oxygen in the ship, so the fire's just gonna get choked. And he has a one-shot laser and a one-shot laser, so I have 2 shields. Gonna go equal out. I'm gonna be a really cute guy here. Not cute guy. Sweet guy. Nice guy. I'm gonna show you how the firebomb works. No, not on his ship. I'm gonna show you how it works on my ship. Because I can actually use the firebomb on my own ship here. Just click down here or use the mouse, use your numbers to select it and you can select the fire. Select the place to fire his ship or my own ship. Bombs can hit my own ship. Just in case I have people on board I want to get rid of, I can fire a firebomb at them. If they ported in here, I can put a fire in there, kill them. So meanwhile, my own drone's gonna fire around over there, and there it goes, teleporting, bombs in, fire. To extinguish the fire, I am gonna open up here. It's gonna suck the oxygen out, and the fire's gonna spread nice and easily. There it goes, start spreading, and oxygen's off. And the fire's gonna die out there, there, and there. Then just close the doors again. It's gonna start putting oxygen back in. Really, really, really easy to use. Power it down. Use the power on my mid-bay instead. I have no reason to do it right now, but who knows? Might be right in the next episode that I'm gonna need it. And if I'm truly gonna get screwed over, I'm gonna need it. I'm kind of sad I lost that 4th crew member. Sometimes you can get a weapon from the elders. He's gonna go like, you're gonna go through a lot of things on your travel, and you can use this more than I could. Ta-da! Free weapons. Right now, because of my level 3 sensors, you can actually see how he's repairing the ship while destroying it. So you can already see he's already almost halfway done with his weaponry again. Now I'm breaking his engines again while he's actually repairing it, so it's gonna go just about equal up. So as I wreck one level, he's gonna, well, just about to fix it up again, but guess I took a stop on that. Beep, one power. Powers up the laser. Not gonna be enough to hit me, so I'm still, I think 2 damage I took from the missiles. Not bad actually, only taking 2 damage by 6 or 3. And the ship's gonna get broken just about now. Crash. Burn. Death. ship breaks apart and you quickly save what you can. The outpost hail you after the scout was destroyed. Thank you for the help. You've been harassed non-stop by those scouts. Take this on the house. One fuel, one missile, 29 scrap. Thank you. I was gonna plunder it from you anyway. I'm gonna have to fire in some more of this. There. Now I have everything permanently on as it is. I like having everything on because then I don't have to click it when I start at the combat, so I'm gonna need one more power to get my med bay up and running. I'm also gonna have to get my teleporter up, and my engines, and my shields, and my drones, and my weapon. I'm really gonna need to get everything up, and I can't really do everything at once. Since I'm, as you can see, traveling quite fast through the sector. Rebel control sector, you don't want to do that. As you can see, this, I don't think I've actually said that before. This here is rebel controlled. This here is the warning about how far they're going to get to the next time I jump. So if I jump down here now, they would be over here next time. If you land in one of those systems where the rebels are, there's going to be rebel ships everywhere in the background. You're going to fight a rebel ship every single time, and they are a pain in your A to fight. You don't want to fight them. So let's go to the next sector and see what we have to deal with. Welcome to the new sector. Get to the exit beacon to jump out the next sector before the pursuing rebels catch you again. This is actually a really nice and calm sector. I really like how they actually made the map here, so you can almost see the ways of how the galaxy is shaped around, how the whole systems are actually in the tails around here. It's actually really nice made. There's also those who just like, yeah, I just want to be all the way out here. Yeah. If you have the rebel fleet right on your tail, flying through nebulas can slow them down, as it says right now. It's a bit of risk because you can't use the sensors. You can go out and you can end up in an electrical storm. There's also a lot of things like the slugs. They're, yeah, as it sounds, they're actually a snail race. But they're telepathic. If you have a slug crew member, no matter how fucked your sensors are, you can always sense on the enemy ship where they are. So you have little red circles running around. So I'll probably show that later as well. There's a lot of things for later, unfortunately. But I'm gonna go now. So thank you so very much for watching. I will probably in the next video be talking about some of the things that I'm gonna do with my channel, things I'm gonna do on my channel, and I will also post a link or post a list, something, whatever. I have a lot of things to figure out first, but I will be giving a list of things I can play, and you can post down in the comments what you want me to play. I'm definitely gonna do a series on Sword of the Stars, The Pit, which is also a little RPG game, which I've also been having hours and hours and hours of fun with. Also great replayability, and I like games with great replayability, such as this and such as that game. And it's gonna be really fun. It's also sci-fi space themed, just in another way than this is. So for now, Intergalactic or Galactic Grifs. Wow, that completely spoiled my ending. As I was about to say. Yes, it just crashed again. Galactic Grif, signing off. First video. First episode. Long one. Really long one. I have about 60 gigabyte of recordings laying around right now. I need a more efficient way of recording. I'm gonna get that sometime. Or an external hard drive. I'm gonna get a lot of things. Everything will be in the next video. Thank you for watching, and leave your comment, like, and remember to subscribe. It's a channel, and I hope I will be doing almost daily videos. Hopefully daily. I can't promise anything yet. I have a bit of time right now to do almost daily videos. Tomorrow I won't be doing a video. I will probably just be posting this tomorrow, so it may even end up being a daily video already. But everything will be in the next video. Thanks for now. Hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you will be enjoying watching the next episode as well, and I hope you will be with me through the rest of the series. Thank you so much for watching right now. We will be having a good time in the next video. Bye bye.